Is eating eggs every day dangerous, or is it actually one of the healthiest habits you can have? For decades, eggs have been blamed for clogged arteries, high cholesterol, and heart attacks. Doctors once warned people to limit them. Some even said you should avoid the yolk completely. But now, new research is telling a very different story. A story that might completely change the way you look at this simple food. Here is the surprising truth. Eggs are one of the most studied foods in the world. And yet, most people still do not know what science really says about how many eggs you can safely eat each day. Some eat them without worry. Others feel guilty after just one. So who is right? In this video, you will learn the real answer backed by doctors and modern research, not opinions, not internet myths, real science. You will discover how eggs affect your cholesterol inside the body, not just on paper. You will learn why eating eggs raises cholesterol in some people, but not in others. And you will hear about studies that shock even heart specialists. Here is something most people do not know. The cholesterol in food does not behave the same way as cholesterol in your blood. For years, these two were treated as the same thing. That mistake shaped health advice for generations. But newer studies revealed something unexpected. For most healthy people, eating eggs does not significantly increase harmful cholesterol levels at all. Even more surprising, eggs contain nutrients that actively support heart health, brain function, and muscle repair. They are one of the richest sources of choline, a nutrient essential for memory and nerve signaling. Many people are deficient in it and do not even realize it. You will also learn why eggs were wrongly blamed for heart disease in the past. Early studies failed to separate eggs from processed meats like bacon and sausages. When researchers finally looked at eggs alone, the results changed everything. But this does not mean eggs are harmless for everyone. And this is where the truth gets uncomfortable. For people with diabetes, metabolic syndrome, or certain genetic traits, eggs may affect cholesterol differently. The same food can have different effects depending on who you are and what else you eat. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how many eggs per day are considered safe for most people. You will understand when eggs can help your health and when you should be more cautious. And you will learn how cooking methods and food combinations can quietly turn a healthy meal into a risky one. There is also a shocking fact many doctors do not explain clearly. For some people, cutting eggs does nothing to improve cholesterol, while reducing sugar and refined carbohydrates makes a huge difference. Eggs were blamed while the real problem stayed hidden. This video will break down the science in simple language. No confusing medical terms, no exaggeration, just clear explanations that help you make better choices for your health. If you care about your heart, your brain, your energy levels, and your long-term health, this is a video you should watch until the very end. One small misunderstanding about eggs could be holding you back from better nutrition or pushing you into unnecessary fear. Stay with us, because the final takeaway might surprise you. Welcome to our channel where we explain health topics simply, honestly, and based on real evidence. If you want more clear doctor-backed explanations that cut through myths and confusion, subscribe to the channel now. Turn on notifications so you do not miss future videos that could change how you think about food, health, and your body. Eggs have become one of the most talked about foods in modern nutrition, and there is a simple reason for that. They are inexpensive, easy to find almost everywhere, and incredibly versatile. You can boil them, fry them, scramble them, or add them to countless meals. For many families, eggs are a daily staple. They provide high-quality protein, important vitamins, and minerals that support energy, muscles, and overall health. Few foods offer so much nutrition in such a small package. At the same time, eggs carry a reputation that makes people uneasy. For years, they have been linked to cholesterol and heart disease. Many people still believe that eating eggs regularly can clog arteries or raise the risk of heart problems. Some avoid the yolk, others limit eggs to special occasions, even when they enjoy them. This confusion has created fear around a food that has been part of human diets for centuries. The reason this topic keeps returning is because the advice around eggs has changed again and again. One decade, they are praised. The next, they are warned against. Headlines often oversimplify the science, leaving people unsure about what to believe. Today, you will discover what experts really say about eggs based on careful research rather than myths, fear, or outdated assumptions. An egg may look small, but inside it is a dense package of nutrients that the body knows how to use very efficiently. One of the most important components of an egg is its protein. Egg protein is considered high quality because it contains all the essential amino acids the body needs. These amino acids help build and repair muscles, support daily energy levels, and play a role in hormone and enzyme production. This is one reason eggs are often recommended for growing children, active adults, and older people who want to maintain muscle strength. Beyond protein, eggs provide a wide range of vitamins that support many systems in the body. Vitamin A helps maintain healthy vision and supports the immune system. Vitamin D, which is difficult to get from many foods, plays a role in bone strength, calcium absorption, and immune function. Vitamin B12 is essential for red blood cell formation and nerve health, and a deficiency can lead to fatigue and neurological problems. Eggs offer a natural source of all these vitamins in a form the body can absorb easily. Eggs also contain important minerals that often get less attention. Iron in eggs supports oxygen transport in the blood and helps prevent low energy and weakness. Selenium acts as an antioxidant, helping protect cells from damage and supporting thyroid function. These minerals may appear in small amounts, but they contribute to daily nutritional needs, especially when eggs are eaten regularly as part of a balanced diet. Another key nutrient in eggs is choline. Many people are not familiar with this nutrient, yet it is essential for brain health. Choline supports memory, learning, and the communication between nerve cells. It also plays a role in liver function and fat metabolism. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline, and many diets fall short of recommended intake levels without them. It is also important to understand where cholesterol fits into this picture. Most of the cholesterol in an egg is found in the yolk, not the white. The yolk is also where many of the vitamins and nutrients are concentrated. This is why separating the white from the yolk changes the nutritional profile of the egg. Understanding what is inside an egg helps explain why it has remained a central food in human diets for generations, despite ongoing debate and confusion. For a long time, eggs were placed at the center of the cholesterol debate. The belief was simple and powerful. Eggs contain cholesterol. Cholesterol is linked to heart disease, therefore eating eggs must increase the risk of heart problems. This idea shaped medical advice for decades. People were told to limit eggs, avoid yolks, or cut them out completely. Food labels highlighted cholesterol numbers, and eggs became a symbol of what not to eat for a healthy heart. This belief came from early research that connected high blood cholesterol with heart disease. At the time, scientists assumed that cholesterol eaten in food directly raised cholesterol in the blood. The body was treated like a straight pipeline, where more cholesterol on the plate meant more cholesterol in the arteries. This assumption seemed logical, and it influenced public health guidelines around the world. As research methods improved, scientists began to notice something unexpected. When most people ate foods high in cholesterol, their blood cholesterol levels did not rise in a dramatic or dangerous way. The body appeared to regulate its own cholesterol production. When dietary cholesterol increased, the liver often produced less cholesterol to maintain balance. This led researchers to separate dietary cholesterol from blood cholesterol, something that had not been done clearly before. Newer studies showed that for the majority of healthy individuals, cholesterol from foods like eggs has a limited effect on blood cholesterol levels, saturated fat, refined carbohydrates, and overall dietary patterns played a much larger role. This was a major shift in understanding and forced experts to reconsider long-standing advice about eggs and heart health. However, this does not mean cholesterol is irrelevant or that eggs are risk-free for everyone. Some people respond differently due to genetics, existing health conditions, or metabolic issues. Individuals with high cholesterol, diabetes, or a family history of heart disease may experience stronger changes in blood cholesterol when consuming foods high in dietary cholesterol. For these groups, careful monitoring and personalized guidance remain important. This divide in responses is one reason the debate around eggs has never fully disappeared. The same food can produce different effects depending on the person, the rest of their diet, and their overall health. Understanding this complexity is essential to making sense of why advice about eggs has changed so dramatically over time. When experts are asked how many eggs are safe to eat, the answer is no longer a strict limit for everyone. Instead, it depends on overall health, lifestyle, and the rest of the diet. For most healthy adults, current research supports eating 1 to 2 eggs per day without increased risk, as long as the diet is balanced. This means eggs are not eaten in isolation, but alongside vegetables, whole foods, and healthy fats. In this context, eggs can fit comfortably into a daily routine. Some health organizations take a weekly view rather than a daily one. They suggest that eating up to 7 eggs per week is generally safe for healthy individuals. This approach allows flexibility, recognizing that eating patterns vary from day to day. Someone might eat eggs several days in a row and none on others, while still staying within a safe range over the course of a week. Older adults represent a group that has gained special attention in recent research. Maintaining muscle mass, strength, and cognitive function becomes more important with age, and eggs provide nutrients that support these goals. Studies involving older adults with normal cholesterol levels have shown that eating up to 2 eggs per day may be acceptable and even beneficial. Protein quality, vitamin intake, and ease of preparation all make eggs a practical choice for this age group. At the same time, experts emphasize caution for certain populations, people with diabetes, insulin resistance, or existing high cholesterol may need to be more careful with egg intake. In these cases, the body may handle dietary cholesterol differently. Blood cholesterol levels can be more sensitive, especially when eggs are consumed with foods high in saturated fat or refined carbohydrates. For these individuals, eggs may still be included, but portion size, frequency, and preparation methods matter more. This is why many doctors now stress personalized nutrition rather than universal rules. Two people can eat the same number of eggs and experience very different effects. Genetics, activity level, and metabolic health all influence how the body responds. Rather than asking whether eggs are good or bad, experts focus on who is eating them, how often, and as part of what kind of diet. Even though eggs are highly nutritious, consuming them in very large quantities may not be beneficial for everyone. Eating an excessive number of eggs every day does not automatically lead to better health, and in some cases, it could create problems. The body can only utilize so much protein and nutrients at a time, and overloading on one type of food can displace other important foods from the diet. Variety is an essential part of balanced nutrition, and relying too heavily on eggs can unintentionally reduce intake of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and other protein sources that provide complementary nutrients. Another factor to consider is what is often eaten alongside eggs. Many people pair eggs with foods that are high in saturated fats or heavily processed, such as bacon, sausages, buttered toast, or fried potatoes. These additions can have a far greater impact on heart health than the eggs themselves. Saturated fats and trans fats can raise bad cholesterol and contribute to arterial plaque, while eggs in a well-balanced meal with vegetables, whole grains, or healthy fats like avocado are far less likely to pose any risk. The context in which eggs are eaten often matters more than the eggs alone. There is also a safety consideration with raw or undercooked eggs. While most eggs sold commercially are generally safe, raw eggs can carry bacteria such as salmonella, which can lead to food poisoning. Symptoms can include stomach cramps, diarrhea, and fever. Vulnerable populations, including children, older adults, and people with weakened immune systems, are particularly at risk. Cooking eggs thoroughly, whether by boiling, poaching, or scrambling, drastically reduces the risk of bacterial infection while preserving the majority of their nutrients. Excessive consumption can also affect cholesterol-sensitive individuals differently. Even though most people tolerate eggs well, very high intake could have negative effects in those with existing metabolic conditions. For these individuals, moderation and careful monitoring are important. Overall, eggs are safe and nutritious when eaten in reasonable amounts, but like any food, they are not immune to potential issues if consumed excessively or prepared in ways that introduce health risks. Eating eggs in moderate amounts has been linked to a wide range of health benefits that many people do not realize. One of the most notable areas is brain health. Eggs are rich in choline, a nutrient that plays a critical role in memory, learning, and the proper function of nerve cells. Choline supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in communication between brain cells, and adequate intake has been associated with better cognitive performance. For older adults, maintaining sufficient choline levels may help reduce age-related cognitive decline and support overall mental sharpness, making eggs a powerful ally for the brain. Moderate egg consumption can also play a role in weight management. Eggs are high in protein, which promotes feelings of fullness and can reduce the urge to snack between meals. Studies have shown that including eggs in breakfast or other meals helps control hunger for longer periods, supporting healthier eating habits throughout the day. This effect on satiety can make it easier to maintain a healthy weight without strict dieting, as the body naturally regulates calorie intake more effectively when protein-rich foods are included. Eye health is another area where eggs provide significant benefits. The yolks contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that accumulate in the retina and help protect against damage from harmful light and free radicals. These compounds are associated with a lower risk of age-related macular degeneration and cataracts, two common causes of vision loss in older adults. Regular consumption of eggs can help maintain eye health by supplying these critical nutrients in a highly bioavailable form, meaning the body can use them efficiently. Some research has even gone further, linking moderate egg consumption to lower mortality risk in older adults. Studies suggest that eating eggs as part of a balanced diet may contribute to longevity by providing essential nutrients without adversely affecting heart health for most people. This highlights how eggs can be a nutrient-dense addition to a daily diet, supporting not only specific health areas like the brain and eyes, but overall wellness and long-term health. These benefits illustrate why eggs are considered more than just a source of protein. They offer a combination of nutrients that support multiple systems in the body simultaneously. By including eggs in a moderate and balanced way, people can enjoy a food that nourishes both physical and cognitive health, aids in weight management, and contributes to long-term well-being. Eating eggs safely is not just about the number you consume each day, but also about how you incorporate them into your overall diet. One of the simplest and most effective rules is to treat eggs as part of a balanced meal. Pairing eggs with vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats can enhance their nutritional value and prevent overloading on cholesterol or saturated fat. Including a variety of foods ensures that you receive a broad spectrum of nutrients rather than relying too heavily on eggs alone. This approach also supports better blood sugar control and helps maintain a healthy weight. Another important consideration is the types of fats consumed alongside eggs. Foods like butter, processed meats, and deep fried items can increase the risk of heart issues if eaten in excess. While eggs themselves have a relatively modest effect on cholesterol for most people, combining them with high amounts of saturated or trans fats can negate their benefits. Choosing healthier accompaniments, such as avocado, olive oil, or nuts, can complement the eggs while supporting cardiovascular health and overall well-being. The method of cooking eggs also matters. Boiling, poaching, or lightly scrambling eggs preserves most of their nutrients without adding unnecessary fats or calories. Frying eggs in large amounts of oil or butter, or pairing them with heavy sauces, can increase the overall fat content of a meal and reduce the health benefits. Gentle cooking methods not only protect the nutrients, but also minimize the formation of harmful compounds that can occur at very high temperatures. Soft cooking techniques ensure eggs remain both safe and nutritious. For individuals with existing health conditions, seeking personalized guidance from a doctor or a registered dietitian is essential. People with diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, or metabolic disorders may need to adjust their egg intake to suit their individual health profile. Regular checkups and blood tests can help track how your body responds to dietary cholesterol and other nutrients, allowing for more informed decisions. Professionals can provide advice tailored to your specific needs, helping you enjoy eggs safely while protecting long-term health. Following these rules, eating eggs as part of a balanced diet, keeping other fats low, using careful cooking methods, and consulting a doctor when necessary, allows eggs to be a safe, nutritious, and enjoyable food for most people. Eggs have long been at the center of nutrition debates, often painted as a dangerous food because of their cholesterol content. For decades, people were told to limit their consumption or avoid the yolk entirely, and many believed that eating eggs regularly would almost certainly harm heart health. This fear shaped diets, menus, and even family meals, creating a reputation for eggs that was difficult to shake. Yet, when we look closely at the science, a very different picture emerges. Eggs are packed with high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and minerals that support multiple body systems. They provide nutrients that are difficult to obtain in sufficient amounts from other common foods, such as choline for the brain, lutein and zeaxanthin for eye health, and selenium for antioxidant protection. These benefits make eggs a powerful tool for supporting overall wellness, and they have been a staple in human diets for centuries. Their small size and dense nutrient profile make them one of the most efficient foods for delivering essential nutrients. The truth is, more is not always better. While eggs offer many health benefits, excessive consumption may not provide additional advantages and could pose risks for certain individuals. People with specific conditions, such as diabetes, high cholesterol, or metabolic issues, may respond differently to dietary cholesterol and need to monitor their intake carefully. Even healthy individuals may find that relying too heavily on one food displaces other important nutrients from fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and other protein sources. This is why moderation and variety remain key principles in nutrition. The real surprise is how much of the fear around eggs has been challenged by modern research. Studies now show that for most people, dietary cholesterol has a limited effect on blood cholesterol. Eggs, when eaten as part of a balanced diet, are not the heart-damaging villains they were once thought to be. What was once treated as a dangerous food may actually be a highly nutritious and safe choice for the majority of the population. These findings overturn decades of assumptions, highlighting the importance of evidence-based nutrition and the need to update long-held beliefs. Understanding this shift allows people to enjoy eggs without guilt while still making informed choices. It also shows how nutrition science evolves and why looking at the whole picture, including overall diet, lifestyle, and individual health, is far more important than focusing on a single nutrient or food. Eggs are not the enemy, but like all foods, they are most beneficial when consumed thoughtfully and as part of a very balanced diet. For most healthy adults, consuming 1 to 2 eggs per day fits comfortably within a balanced diet and can provide significant nutritional benefits. Eggs are a convenient source of high-quality protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass, supporting metabolism, and keeping energy levels stable throughout the day. Including eggs regularly can also help with feeling full and satisfied after meals, which makes it easier to manage calorie intake naturally without strict dieting. Beyond protein, eggs offer a combination of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health, from brain function to eye health and immune support. Even though eggs are safe, for the majority of people, individual factors still matter. Each person's body reacts differently to dietary cholesterol and genetics. Age, activity level, and underlying health conditions can influence how eggs affect blood cholesterol and heart health. For instance, someone with high cholesterol, diabetes, or a history of heart disease may need to monitor their intake more carefully and pair eggs with other heart-healthy foods to ensure they are not exceeding their personal dietary limits. Paying attention to these factors allows eggs to be incorporated safely without unintended risks. It is also important to consider how eggs are prepared. Boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled eggs retain their nutrients without adding excess fat or calories, whereas frying eggs in large amounts of butter or oil or serving them with processed meats can increase the intake of saturated fats and reduce the overall health benefits. Simple cooking methods allow people to enjoy eggs as a regular part of their diet while keeping meals nutritious and balanced. The concept of moderation applies not just to the number of eggs, but to the diet as a whole. Eggs work best when they are part of a varied diet that includes plenty of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats. This combination ensures that the body receives all the nutrients it needs while avoiding the potential downsides of focusing too heavily on a single food. By maintaining variety and paying attention to overall dietary patterns, eggs can be a safe, practical, and highly beneficial addition to daily nutrition. Ultimately, 1 to 2 eggs per day can be both safe and health promoting for most people, but listening to your own body and consulting a healthcare professional if you have specific health concerns is always important. This approach allows individuals to enjoy the many benefits of eggs while making choices that are tailored to their personal needs. So now you know the truth about eggs. For most healthy people, 1 to 2 eggs a day can be safe, nutritious, and even beneficial. They provide protein, essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that support your brain, eyes, and overall health. But remember, everyone's body is different, and it's important to consider your own health when deciding how many eggs to include in your diet. How many eggs do you eat daily? Comment below and let us know. We would love to hear your habits and experiences. If you learned something new from this video, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss science-backed health tips and nutrition insights. Share this video with friends or family who might still be worried about eggs. It could help them separate myths from facts and enjoy a healthier diet too.